So the whole legacy therapy model that I've developed was based on 45 years of clinical research. And the title of today's lecture is Being Respectfully Real and Legacy Therapy. Being Respectfully Real and Legacy Therapy. The basic tenet of being respectfully real is that you have the right to be your true self. You have the right to be who you really are. Almost no one has ever heard anybody tell them you have that right. It's your inalienable right. Not only to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. How are you going to have pursuit of happiness if you're not being you? Who's pursuing the happiness? A false you? So to really live out the American dream in the pursuit of happiness, you have to be you, the true you. But we're going to talk about your true identity. Now, your true identity is far more incredible than anybody even realizes. And I'm going to talk to you about that. The true nobility that's enshrined in each one of you is incredibly beautiful. And most people have never seen it. In fact, many of you are hardly even in touch with how magnificent you are and the greatness within your own being. I certainly wasn't for a good part of my life, and I'm 74 years old. I wasn't until coming into my 70s till I fully came into the full nobility of who I am. And that nobility actually is enshrined within your deepest struggle. The basic premise of legacy therapy is enshrined within your deepest struggle is the seed of your nobility, your destiny, and your legacy. It's how you transcend those struggles. But what happens in life? People don't even want to share that they're struggling. Everybody wants to be cool. And let me tell you one thing about yourself. You ain't cool. Oh, no, 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 no. And I'm not cool. No, that's just the front. Now, when we talk about being who you really are, it has to be in a respectfully real manner. That is with kindness, wisdom, and respect to boundaries. It builds a bridge or a connection, not a wall or a barrier. So I wrote a little poem to illustrate how people wrap themselves in a disguise, particularly at these times being cool. So it's called Beggar in Disguise. Easy, easy, so very cool. No worries, man. Just go with the flow. Just glide in the breeze without a care. It's all easy, man. Sing your song. But if suddenly you can't breathe, no one cool when air not coming in, gasping, flailing in despair, now there'd be a care. Oh, yeah. Easy, easy, so very cool. No worries, man. Just go with the flow. Just glide in the breeze without a care. It's all easy, man. Sing your song. All the bling and swagger, where have they gone? You a beggar now, begging for air. What happened to those $100 bills you flashed around? When you were gasping for air and pleading with God, I saw them all over the ground. Now you can breathe again, but don't tell me you're cool. Don't be shining me on and playing the fool. No surprise. I saw you trying to suck down that air. And you know it can happen again. You're just like me. A beggar in disguise. Now you can breathe again, but don't tell me you're cool. Don't be shining me on playing the fool. No surprise. I saw you trying to suck down that air, and you know it can happen again. You're just like me, a beggar in disguise. So one aspect is we're all beggars, pretending we're not. My father said to me, son, if you could have all the wealth in the world, all the skyscrapers, all the yachts and the cars, all the limos, all the gold, with one catch. And I said, what's that, Dad? He said, you'd be the only human being on earth. Would you want that wealth? I said, no, I don't. Nobody would. You wouldn't. Nobody would. He said, that shows how desperate we are for each other. We're desperately dependent on one another. You wouldn't want, none of you would want all that wealth, everything. But you'd be the only human being alive. So that tells you you're desperate. We're desperate for one another. We desperately need one another. It's that strong. You're a beggar for company, for companionship, as I am. Just beggars in disguise. So that's the first part of understanding your true identity. And guess what? You have a right to be that beggar. You have the right to say, I need you. I don't want to be alone all my life. For most people, it would be a nightmare to think they're the only human on earth, roaming the earth alone, nobody else. roaming alone, seeing all the beautiful sunrises and sunsets, would mean nothing in comparison to just seeing another human being. Just to glance at a person, hear that person's voice,